What is good, everyone? Welcome back to Animedia, the show for all your animator needs. Today's video is an interesting one. We will be taking a closer look at our little metallic friends known as Animonkeys, who will soon be able to turn into Animonsters, if their owners wish, that is. Animator holders watching this who already know all there is to know about Animonkeys, I do advise you still stick around to the end, as I've got some important background knowledge from Cyber himself that you definitely do not want to miss. So starting off, Animonkeys were a pre-sale mint to the Animetas collection back in July 2021. Currently only 2,500 of them exist, and soon that number will only go down. They are split into 5 elements, that being Earth, Air, Water, Fire and Lightning, just like the Animetas you might have seen in my recent types video, or the Ani-tokens you may have seen in my Why I Love Animators video, both linked below. These different elements play not only into rarity, but also power when it comes time for monster creation. This useful pie chart should show you the current circulation of Animonkeys in our ecosystem. So as you can see, Earth is the least rare with about 1.2k in current circulation, and Lightning being the most rare with only 21 existing. This rarity is reflected highly in resale prices, with Lightnings going for as much as 12 Ethereum. I know, that's crazy, right? Now a little bit more on the burning mechanisms that will be taking place when Animonsters roll around in the next few months. So you can combine up to 3 monkeys of any elements to create a monster. You could use just 1 or 2 if you like, but the more monkeys you use, the bigger and badder your monster will be. This in turn means if every single monkey was burnt, then we could have a maximum of 2,500 monsters, or a minimum of 834. Of course, expect the real value to be somewhere in between this, maybe even lower than 834. I expect a lot of people will want to hold on to their monkeys for added future benefits or just the novelty. I know I've got a monkey I want to hold on to, and that's because it's Vanity serial number 2021 and Animetas was founded in 2021, so 10 years down the line I'm going to sell that for some big bucks. Not only rarity plays into power, but also the serial numbers of the monkeys you use. Lower serial plus higher rarity equals more power, and vice versa. For example, say you used one Earth monkey which was a low serial like 53 to create a monster. It'll be much more powerful than another one that was created with an Earth monkey of serial 953. Another good example would be if you combine the 3 lowest serial lightning monkeys, then you would have the most powerful possible monster of the collection. Compared to if you created one with the highest serial Earth monkey, then you would in turn have the weakest monster of the collection. Whether your monster is the strongest or weakest, I know it will look wicked regardless, so please don't be disheartened if you can only burn 1. Not everybody has loads of liquidity, so if you can only burn 1, who cares, go for it. Another reason not to be down with only 1 monkey is we have a future collection in the works known as Animetas. So Animetas will be your smaller creatures, whereas Animonsters will be your big rare creatures. So if you think of it in terms of Pokemon, Animonsters will be your big bad legendaries, and Animetas are to be thought of as maybe your standard run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Sort of like Eevee. Animonsters will all be unique one-of-ones, whereas Animetas won't all be unique. There will be multiple of the same, and possibly a growing supply. With that out of the way, let's talk about what these monsters will look like. So our first sneak peek was actually from the artist's choice piece, with just 2 hands and an eye being revealed reaching out of a window. I'll be diving into this piece with an in-depth analysis in a future video, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon to be notified for future content. You do not want to miss it, trust me. A few months back we received a completely free NFT puzzle thing, and that was wicked to complete. Honestly, it was so much fun. Spent the whole evening doing it, and the whole community loved it. And, maybe we will hook up with that company again to do another one in the future, who knows. But it featured these 2 really gnarly ones which you may have spotted in the background of the thumbnail for this video. I think they look good back there, don't you? So how can you aim to get the monster you want? Well, lucky for you, I've got the inside scoop from the man Cyber himself, so hopefully you can feel a bit more confident when it comes time for burning. Sounds kind of freaky, doesn't it? Burning. Alright, so let's get into this. Depending on the number of monkeys you burn will depend on how many pairs of eyes your monster has. Each pair of eyes will have the colour of the element that created it. Pretty interesting, right? And of course, as I'm sure you already expected, the element of which you burn will have the biggest effect of what your monster will look like. These combinations are going to be crazy. Here we have my favourite monster currently revealed. Very cute, I must say. And this one was actually created with just one water monkey. The frills, the horn, the tongue, it's just wicked. I absolutely love this guy. Looks like a big overgrown anteater, you know, some fluorescent fur and whatnot. So it looks like I'm gonna have to be doing a bit of shopping. Next up we have this insane abomination which was created with 2 fire monkeys, leaving it with 4 eyes and a face that looks like it came straight from hell. This one confused me slightly, as you'd expect there to be maybe eyes on the other side, but I guess it only affects the eyes you can see, but then again with the water one you can only see one of his eyes. So a bit confused on that one, but they'll be sick nevertheless, who really cares. As far as the ones in the sneak peek, I'm not exactly sure, but I think the one on the right was the one we just looked at, and the one on the left I expect to be some sort of water type. It looks kind of eely or fishy with lots of tongues, so I don't know, but I really like these water types, I can't lie. But now this brings me on to this one. So Cyber didn't mention anything about this one, and I thought maybe a earth and a water combined, but then again it just has 1 pair of eyes, so maybe it's just an earth or just a water. I'm not exactly sure on this one. I think we have yet to see a wind or lightning monster, possibly earth depending on what that last one was, so I'm really excited for those reveals. And you should be too. But I'm sure you're wondering, what do Animonsters actually do? Well, apart from being amazing pieces of art to add to your collections, like I mentioned earlier, they will play a big part in future games. Cyber has mentioned that we already have a turn-based battle game in the works, and in his own words, it's a bit chess-like. I'm a big fan of chess, and apparently it's all on chain, so I'm super excited for this one. Of course, everything is subject to change, but regardless of games, I think Animonkeys and Animonsters will play major roles in future animes, movies, comics, mangas, and anything alike really. Every franchise needs its villains, and Animetas definitely have some of theirs right around the corner. On that note, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Animedia. It was super fun to make, and maybe you've learned something new about Animonkeys or monsters. As always guys, I love you all and hope to catch you in the next one, so peace. Below 834, depending on how many people hold on to their monsters. Monkeys, man. Next up we have this insane abomination that was created with 4 fire monkeys. Two man.